October 10th, 2018, we're looking at Hurricane Michael. I guess if you can call it that, it kind of looks like one, but I'm not finding any evidence. I mean, it may be a Cat 1. I'll show you here in a second. Now, this is from earlier. This is the wall. Pay attention, or the eye wall. Pay attention to something in there, or actually a few things, these lines. Something is going against the grain there. You see this? Look at that. Is something targeting it? Or is that a frickin' plane in there seeding? But anyways, we're going to go right through. I want to look at it all. Here is the long wave infrared. We can see the height and the depth here. And you see it got knocked off, a little wobble wear. That was probably from that microwave on the microwave energy from earlier. Here's the upper level water vapor. Here we can see this dry air mass, a nice square here, pushing this hurricane. You can see it pushing this way. Here's visible imagery. And we can still see all the aerosols completely surrounding this storm. Buoy data. This is the highest reading I got, was 52.4 knots, which is close to, what, 60 miles per hour, which, you know, isn't even a hurricane. 66 knots was 70, that was Cat 1 winds, but these are gusting. That was as close as it got to this buoy, which is, if you look down here, 30 miles, right? And then, what else do we want to look at? Here's geocaller. We can see the aerosols all around it from the planes. Alright, then we'll look at, we already looked at buoy data. Here is ground base. We're going to look at ground base. Here's Apalachicola. I'm not sure, I'm not from the south. But, yeah, 74 mile an hour winds. Now, that is Category 1. Let's look. Oh, crap, they're not loading. We'll let them load, okay? Here is Panama City, 45 mile an hour winds. That's not even close, and once we get, we'll look at the other radar. It's damn near right on Panama City, okay? And we can see all these interference spikes radiating from the center of this storm. Now, what these are from, is this from the radar or is this from the space fence? I am not quite sure. We still have this searchlight beam aimed in the center of this storm, heating it somewhere. Now let's go back to the other radars. Take a look and we can see it's almost on. It is right on Panama City, and we're getting 45 mile an hour winds. Here is space velocity. Green is towards the radar, red is away. You can see the eye there. Okay, what else do we want to look at? We'll take a closer look. My internet's acting slow, so we're not going to get a whole lot of images. These won't load all the way for me, but we can just take a quick look of all the planes surrounding this storm. And I guess it's the angle of the sun maybe that we can't see this corner of the eye wall right this second. But, you know, there's probably boats right here, these lines. Plain filth. Which will end up turning into one of these outer rain bands that'll swing back up and around. But yeah, we can even see a couple of them interference spikes. Right there was one. Right there was another. And another. So, whatever's causing this interference is near this transmitter. So it's either the PayPal's unit or the transmitter itself. So this is just a quick review I wanted just to show. Mainly that and this craziness in the center of the eye. See this right here. But that's my report. We'll check back in later on.